Hello everybody, and welcome back to a brand new episode of my 1GP 2 Twisted Bow flipping series, where I'm attempting to earn a twisted bow in under 1 year from scratch. If I fail to do this, I'm going to be giving away all of the money that I have earned, as well as finding a very spicy pepper and eating it on live stream. So this was actually a very successful week for me. We had a ton of really good flips on a variety of different items. I believe today is going to be the first time I try flipping a Scythe. It's probably not exactly recommended because the Scythe is pretty much all of my money, but I kind of want to do it just for the content and just for fun. Once again, I did record an enormous amount of clips this week, so bear with me as I try to get through them all today. But before I jump into that, today's video is sponsored by none other than Raid Shadow Legends. Introducing Raid Shadow Legends. Now, I'm pretty much sure that everyone has heard about Raid at this point, but if not, Raid is one of the top 3 ranked RPGs on the Google Play Store right now. It has been downloaded over 15 million times in the last 6 months, and it's just been nominated as a finalist for the Google Play's Best of 2019 User Choice Award. So what is Raid? Well, it's an epic dark fantasy done right. It's a hero collection turn-based game with over 400 champions for you to collect and personally customize. You can traverse through 13 spectacular locations, explore over 1 million unique champion builds, and claim glory in the PvP arena, all while being totally free. What I like about Raid is the huge diversity of champions that it brings. Also, the graphics are extremely good for a mobile game. Raid also has weekly tournaments and events that allow you to compete against other players to earn extra prizes. It even features an automatic battle mode that allows you to spend a bit less time grinding and more time developing your team. The game is growing extremely quickly and there are many plans for content updates over the next 6 months. This roadmap shows some of the upcoming features, including a new faction system, a tag team arena feature, and even a new clan boss. So what are you guys waiting for? Go to the video description, click on the special link, and you will get 50,000 silver and a free epic champion as part of the new player program to start your journey. Good luck, I'll see you there, and thanks to Raid for sponsoring today's video. That is so strange. I don't know what's going on here, but someone in the clan chat mentioned to me that they managed to buy a full bind limit of soul runes for 1/3 of the price, and that seems to be the case because I just bought 10,000 soul runes for 49 each. Generally they go for 140, so somebody must have just dumped a crazy amount of soul runes in the GE. We can see on GE Tracker that it shows a very significant drop off right now. Occurrences like this are very uncommon because we are going to make about $1 million profit with absolutely no risk and no effort required. So it's actually December 15th today, and I've skipped a few days because I have a ton of clips to go through, and the first couple of days nothing very interesting happened. We're actually down a bit of money, but nothing too crazy. So overnight I want to try to buy more soul runes. I don't think it's going to happen because I can't buy any more until another 4 hours have passed. I'm actually so shocked about that. If you happen to only have 500k for some reason, you could triple your cash stack with absolutely no risk right now. On top of that, we're going to do the Vigor's Chain Mace for around 1.8 mil. I just went ahead and price checked the Ancient Wyvern Shield. About a 200k profit, very happy with that. Let's go ahead and do a full bind limit. Actually, we're going to do more, let's do 12. I'm going to try for more of the Cape of Skulls, kind of a mixed opinion on this item. Sometimes I make a lot of money, other times I've lost a lot of money. Not very consistent, but I'm going to actually price check it. And we're looking at about a 200k profit, I'm pretty happy with that. Next up here, we're going to invest in 15 of the Saradomin's tier at about 6.5 mil. Little hesitant about that because 6.5 mil is kind of expensive for the Saradomin's tier. I'm also going to do around 15 of the Fury ornament kits and 35,000 vials of blood, which look like to have around a 50 GP margin. And I will finish it up with another attempt at flipping the Ensouled Dragon Head. It really didn't work last time, but I'm going to try it again. And that's going to be it for tonight. I will see you tomorrow. Okay, so pretty much everything sold off overnight and everything was profitable. Once again, we got really lucky on the soul runes, which we got around $1 million profit on. That's so crazy, still can't believe that. But on top of that, I also got around 1.2 mil on the Ensouled Dragon Heads, so a little bit of redemption there. I also ended up getting about 200k in profit on the crossbow, pretty mediocre. Around 400k on the Ancient Wyvern Shield, and the Cape of Skulls ended up with about 800k in profit. Overall, we got pretty close to 4 million profit overnight, which I'm extremely happy with. Okay, so first up here, I'm going to try more of the Cape of Skulls. A really good margin we got overnight, so I'm going to go ahead and try to buy more of them. Probably not going to go for 14. Let's go down to maybe 8 or something. Not that you guys probably care that much, but I went and got my eyes examined and I have 20/20 vision, so I'm pretty happy about that. The only problem they said was that my eyes were dry. They said I'm not blinking enough. There's no way I can force myself to blink more. The Ring of Coins is an item I used to do quite a bit because I used to do kind of a free-to-play flipping series. Okay, we just price checked the Tome of Fire and it has a very good margin. Tome of Fire and Mage's Book are really good flips right now just because of how active they are because of the potential new updates. Now for one of my more expensive items, I'm going to go put in for a few of the Dex Prayer Scrolls. We're going to go for a full buy-in limit and we're going to buy them for 43.4 mil. I also put an offer in for the Uncharged Toxic Trident at around 9.2 mil. And last up here, I'll go for a few of the Fury Ornament kits and call that a day, although I think I'm going to check back in later today, hopefully. I have two really good flips right here, mainly the Cape of Skulls, which I managed to do about 12 of them today for around 180k profit. Really, really good. That means we got about 2.2 mil on that item alone. And we also got about $1 million in profit on the Dex Prayer Scroll, giving us about 3 more mil today, bringing us up to a total of 7 or more, which is pretty good for a single day of AFK flips anyway. Alright, so we still have a couple items we're going to sell off and we'll just leave those for now, but I'm going to try the Vial of Blood again. The margin is there, I don't know why it didn't work out. I did just check the Cape of Skulls again on GE Tracker and it still has a very good margin and we just got 2.2 mil on it. So I may as well try it again and I'll go for 8 of them. Now I'm going to try 10 of the Crystal Armor Seeds. Unlike pretty much all of the other crystal items, this one has kind of retained its value for the last month. And currently it has a 400k margin on it. It's not traded very much. That's the reason we have such a big margin. But it could turn out really well, so let's give it a try. And I'm also going to try the Dragonstone Plate Body again. Another pretty slow item with the Song of the Elves update. We'll go for 10 of them as well. And we're going to call that a night. I'll check back in the morning and hopefully we can get some of these really slow flips bought overnight. Another really good set of overnight flips. The Crystal Tool Seed specifically was really, really good. We ended up getting a 250k margin on it, and we did, what, 16 of them? So in total, we got 3.2 mil just from that one flip. Really, really good. I also ended up getting $1 million in profit on the Dex Prayer Scroll. Pretty happy about that one. And I also got 770k on the Cape of Skulls again, plus some other things, bringing us a 5 mil overnight profit. Things are just going our way right now. I'm going to try more of these Crystal Armor Seeds because, man, they were so good. The margin has decreased a bit. I think I'm still going to go ahead and buy more though. Now I haven't tried the Basilisk Jaw in a few days now. It has slowed down quite a bit on how high its volume is. Like you don't buy and sell them so quickly, but the margin is still pretty good. There's about a 200k margin. It doesn't seem to be that volatile now, so I'm going to go ahead and try 7 of them. Normally I wouldn't do this overnight, but they are really slow and I think I could get away with it. I'm kind of hoping the price doesn't go all crazy overnight. And the last item I'm going to do is the Ring of Nature. Give that a try overnight, why not? I'm pretty optimistic and I'll see you in the morning. Okay, almost everything sold off, not quite. We didn't do so well last night. We tried a different item. We tried the Crystal Tool Seed and I bought them for 521. Had a struggle selling them off, and I think overall we lost about $1 million on that flip. Definitely could have been worse, but we did get about $1 million in profit on the Dragon Warhammer flip, so that was pretty good, pretty much negating that. We got 500k on the Ring of Nature, 300k on the Basilisk Jaw, but overall I think we only made about $1 million overnight, so a bit lackluster. Okay, so next up here I'm going to price check the Kodai Wand. Currently has a 100k margin. Wouldn't say that it's an amazing return on investment, but it should be pretty quick. And we'll go ahead and do 4 of them. Next up here, I'm looking at the Ranger's Tunic. Also has a 100k margin, although it's 10 times cheaper. I'll go for 4 of that as well. And now I'm going to go ahead and put in some nice high volume flips. We're going to do the Dragon Claws, which have, again, about a 100k margin. I'm also going to go for the Crossbow, which has about a 40k margin and a much better return on investment. And last up here, I'm going to price check the Hydra Leather. Hydra Leathers look good too. I'm going to go ahead and put in for 15 of them, and I'll probably check back in a bit later today. Okay, I'm checking back in at the end of the day. We spent pretty much all of today just doing pretty decent high margin PVM items, stuff like the Kodai Wand, the Dragon Claws. We did some Dragon Lances earlier. A remarkable thing just happened. All of my items are sold off, so I can actually see how much money we've made. Okay, with everything sold off and collected, we are at 775 mil. That's way better than I thought, but we've been really just killing it the last couple of days. I think I'm losing my voice again, guys. I need a vacation. Speaking of that, actually, I'm going to be taking a vacation December 25th, pretty much all the way through till January 4th. So there might be a video or two if I get off my lazy ass and pre-record one for then, but otherwise, you may not see any videos until the first week of the new year. Okay, so once again, I'm going to try the Dex Prayer Scroll and the Cape of Skulls. Okay, so we price checked the Crystal Armor Seed again. We bought it for about 3,100 and sold it for 2,300. So it has a 600k margin on it right now, which is crazy. I'm going to try to go and buy a couple of those overnight. Who knows if that's going to work or not, but... And in my last 3 offer slots, I'm going to be doing the Justiciar Armor Set combination, which I believe currently actually has a 500k margin. I am a little hesitant to do that overnight, but it's kind of just a gamble. We'll see if it pays off. Okay, I will see you guys tomorrow. Well, my overnight armor combination actually worked very nicely. We ended up getting a 400k profit on each combination, which means about 2 mil. Also, the Dex Prayer Scroll, we had a really good margin on like 2 of them. I think we got about $1 million in profit overall. So the Dexterous Prayer Scroll has been working very nicely for us. And finally, we got a bit of money on the Fury Ornament Kit, giving us about a 3.3 mil profit overnight, which again, pretty happy with. Anything over like 2 mil, I think is above average. After selling everything off, we're up to 777 mil. Considering how poor of a start I had in the first couple of days, we pretty much accomplished nothing. Very happy to be 25 mil up already. Okay, we're going to try the Justiciar Armor Set combination again. It just worked really well overnight, so no reason not to do it again. I'm actually going to have my 4th thing of tea today. Every once in a while, I decide I'm not going to drink coffee for a week, but then I end up just overcompensating with tea, so I'm not really sure if I've actually reduced my caffeine intake at all, because 4 pots of caffeinated tea, that's gotta be a lot. So I decided to go for 8 of the armor set combinations. Now, an item I'd highly recommend doing if you have only a couple mil to work with is the Elder Chaos set. I'm actually going to go ahead and try to buy 100 because currently it has a 30k margin, which is a massive ROI. Definitely give it a shot if you don't have a ton of money to work with. And we're going to try the Permanent Kilt again, leaving us with 1 offer slot left. We're also going to do the Eternal Gem. I'm not going to really be around today, so I decided I would put in some slower flips. So I'm going to finish this off with the Dex Prayer Scroll, and I will see you guys later today. Well, look at that. I ended up getting a 650k margin on the armor set combination and ended up doing a full buying limit of it. So we did 8, which means I ended up with a 5.2 mil profit just on the Justiciar armor set. That is amazing. I don't think I've gotten a margin that good in a long time. Over 5 mil profit just from that, my god. I had a few other successful flips, but overall we got about 5.9 mil, and we're still looking at December 19th today, so we've done very well for ourselves today. First up though, I'm going to put an offer in for the Dex Prayer Scroll. I guess I'm going to do the Mage's Book. It has a 30k margin, but I mean, should buy and sell pretty quickly, and I do think the price has stabilized a bit now. Okay, I'm also going to try the Ring of Gods overnight. I'll go for 4 of those as well. Now I'm going to try buying straight up Gilded Armor sets. I've done the combinations before, but I'm going to try just flipping the completed set. And finally, I'm going to do a Basilisk Jaw Flip overnight. We're going to try buying them for around 32.5 mil. And I will buy 6 of them, which is going to use all of our money, and I'll see you tomorrow. So I ended up getting really lucky on the Basilisk Jaw last night. I ended up getting a 600k margin, totally a fluke. It went from 32,500 up to 33,100. Wow. So yeah, we ended up getting over 3 mil in profit on the Basilisk Jaw. On top of our armor set combination, which we did get a bit less, we got about 2 mil in profit. Still really good. And even the Mage's Books are going to be fairly profitable. I've already made around 300k on it. In total overnight, I ended up making about 5.1 mil, which is amazing. Obviously a fair bit of luck, but I'll take it. So I have a few items left over, but for the most part, things are looking very good. Now, something I've been wanting to try a bit more often is actually the Ancestral Armor Set combination. Right now it's showing about a 500k margin, which I think is kind of on the cusp of when it's worth doing. I am going to price check it myself though. Now the problem I normally have is the Justiciar Armor Set combination is half the cost and often the same margin, but right now the Ancestral actually has double the margin at about 550k. And I'm gonna go ahead and do 4 of them. I could afford more, but then I wouldn't have any money left. Still looking to make about 2 mil in profit for about a 500 mil investment, which is relatively a pretty decent return. And in the last 3 offer slots, I'm going to put in for a few overnight flips. I'm going to go for the Torture Ornament Kit, the Ring of the Gods at around 17.6 mil, and finally the Black D'Hide Chaps G, and I'll just invest the rest of my bank here. And that's going to be it for today, a bit of a short day. I will see you guys in the morning. So I ended up getting a 500k margin on the Ancestral, which I think is still worth it. It's still quite a bit of money, and we got about 2 mil in profit just from doing 4 of them. However, that is a pretty big cash investment, but I was pretty happy doing it. We ended up losing a bit of money on the rest of the Mages books. They did drop in price a bit, but I ended up also getting about 500k in profit on the Torture Ornament Kit, overall giving us about a 2.5 mil overnight profit, which is a bit mediocre, but I'll take it. Okay, so I have about 750 mil in the inventory and 2 offers selling off, and I think this is going to be the first time I'm going to try flipping the Scythe. This isn't recommended. I wouldn't really say this is a good idea because this is pretty much all of my money, which is never a good idea. For one, you should never put all your eggs in one basket. 2, I think the Scythe is very unstable right now. It seems to be dropping pretty constantly, but I'm going to go ahead and kind of price check it. There's a different way of doing this, in my opinion, with very expensive items. I gotta say though, I'm not very experienced with this, so I may not be doing this in the most efficient way possible. I am checking the price on GE Tracker, which is giving me a general sense of the price, but these things are going to change pretty quickly. So we're going to try buying it for 600 mil, and it comes through at 599. So what you can do is now you put it in for maybe a 2 mil margin less. Okay, so it didn't sell. So we've kind of price checked it essentially. We know that there is at least a 2 mil margin. So instead of selling it and losing 2 or 3 mil, what I'm going to do is sell it back for the price I bought it for. When that sells, I'll know the margin is roughly between 597 and 600. Now it could be more than that, I wouldn't know, but this is going to save me a bit of money just doing a price check. 10 minutes to sell it back, so it's not a high volume item by any means, but I mean, we'll take it. We didn't lose any money yet, and we generally know what the margin is. So we're going to try buying it for about 597. Oh, not that. 597, and that will be about a 3 mil margin. And if we could actually do that for all 8 of them, that would be legendary. I'm doubting that potential though, because this is stressing me out a lot. And the Scythe really doesn't buy and sell that frequently. There's only maybe 20 or 30 an hour. Okay, well there we go. We bought a Scythe for 597, and let's see if we can get a 3 mil margin. I will be so hyped if this actually works out. But yeah, it does not feel good to have all of my money invested in a single item. It's kind of scary. So that didn't end up working too well for me. I kept trying to sell it back for, well, at first I tried selling it for 599, didn't work out even though I had already sold one for that price. It was dropping, so I tried for 598, and then 597, and then finally 596. And then it was kind of getting a bit late, so I didn't want to leave it overnight in case it really dropped on me, so I just pretty much instantly sold it for 595, which means I just ended up losing 2 mil. That being said, I'm actually happy with that. Considering this is just practice, losing 2 mil on an item like that isn't horrendous. Now, I said I would try it, and I'm not entirely certain if I'm going to continue trying it. I really would like to, because there are obviously very good margins here. The problem is it's, once again, all of my money, and currently it's a pretty volatile item. Let me know what you guys think. Would you recommend flipping the Scythe, or would you recommend against it? I would like to give it another shot, but is it any better than investing that 600 mil into a few different items that have pretty good margins as well? I'm not sure. But anyway, I think that's where I'm going to end it for today, guys. So we have 753 mil in our inventory, and we have 2 Rings of the Gods. Let's go ahead and collect them. Bring this up to 787 mil, which is really good. We made about 37 mil this week, including our 2 mil loss at the end on the Scythe of Vitur. So now we are over the 3/4 mark, and we're in the end game. We're in the last stretch. I'm getting really excited to finish this up. So thanks again, guys, for watching. Congratulations on surviving the longest night of the year, unless you're near the equator, in which case that doesn't matter. Most likely I won't have another episode of this out until the new year, but until then, thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you next time.